is not something crazy recently happened with the pricing, and it appears that things might get even crazier before the new year, despite the fact that many are taking a break as a result. To learn more about that and some other encouraging ecosystem-related news, keep watching this video because it will soon begin with another encouraging message. According to experts, the reason why Shib is currently trading in the green must be because of these two things. First off, according to the Tapa hypothesis of whales, Shib is currently the most traded token. If you watched yesterday's video, you would have learned that Shib had once again gained the trust of crypto investors with sizable wallets, and was one of the most often bought tokens by the top whales. Shib has, in fact, surged to the top of the list in less than 24 hours. Shib is now the token that the top whales trade the most, therefore it makes sense that it makes up a sizable amount of their wallets. It is really no surprise that the price of the token has increased recently given that whales have renewed interest in it and are investing more money in it. But there may be another or additional factors. The quantity of Shib holders is the second justification. Now, it should be very obvious that as more individuals buy an asset, the price of that asset will increase. This is the idea of demand and supply, and it's also the reason why an asset's price usually increases when whales buy a lot of it. Therefore, the performance of the Shib price today may be influenced by the fact that more than 2,000 new holders have entered the Shiba Inu market in the last 48 hours. And if you stop to think about it, the community's current pricing performance might also be a factor. Don't get me wrong, though. Even though the tokens are expensive, many people have been joining the Shiba Inu ecosystem. In fact, thousands of individuals still bought Shib every week for the first time during the periods when it was trading in the red. However, watching the price of Shib respond favorably to market stimuli would undoubtedly entice some more individuals to join the society for the first time. In light of the fact that it indicates the token is performing well on the market, investing in it is worthwhile. Further highlighting this just a few hours after it was disclosed that there were 2,000 new holders in the community, it was revealed once more that there were also 1,000 new holders. Thus, 3,000 new investors have made their initial Shib purchases in a little more than 48 hours. The timing of this event, which occurs immediately after the price of Shib becomes green, may be a coincidence, but it is most likely not. People are beginning to question if Shib might have just dropped to zero before the new year in light of these events and the consequent increase in price. Of course, there isn't much time left. It's possible for Shib to drop a zero overnight as well. However, if you've been in the cryptocurrency market for a time, you know that a lot can happen overnight. People have become millionaires and even billionaires overnight. Well, if you give it some thought, removing a zero today won't exactly happen overnight. It would essentially be the outcome of the accumulation of all the development and price increases that have occurred in previous weeks. However, let's find out what Shib whales believe. First off, I'm aware that I have indicated that the biggest dead whales now trade Shib the most, and that Shib makes up a sizable amount of their wallets. That being said, even while it is entirely accurate, it is also true that these whales do not possess as much Shib tokens as Tau. And this has to be the result of the fact that whales were dumping their Shib tokens not too long ago. The fact that these whales' total Shib portfolio is currently worth about $44 million, which is a lot but not as much as it once was, is not particularly thrilling given that they possessed approximately $80 million worth of Shib in November. Furthermore, Habad recently reached zero because to the decline in whale buying as well as the FTX collapse, which shook the larger crypto market. As a result, people could begin to believe that dropping a zero by Shiba Inu anytime soon would be impossible, or at the very least challenging. However, given that whales have resumed purchasing Shib and that the eagerly anticipated CI Boreum still has an Ascard, it might not be too difficult for Shib to drop a zero, particularly if the debut of Shibarium occurs shortly. Speaking of which, you said today that we have been receiving some Shib bull signals. Lead Shib developer Shitoshi Kusama has repeatedly announced over the past 2 weeks that the long-awaited release of 11 Bari and Layer 2 protocol for Shiba Inu network is going to happen very soon. After meeting with the unification team and the Shri Baria constructor, Satoshi tweeted recently to affirm that the start of 11 Bari in beta would be very soon. Now that I'm aware, there have been various setbacks with the debut of 11 Bari due to announcements that were made but never carried through. However, a year is made up of 12 months. And if Satoshi is correct in claiming that beta testing and the start of the Shibari will occur shortly, it must be this year. Who knows, the zero drop may occur sooner than we anticipate. What do you think? Tell us in the comments area, please. To buy Shib directly on benefits, you can now use either Google Pay or Apple Pay. But before we go there, this channel offers 100,000 Shib every day. To be eligible to take part in the giveaway, all you have to do is like this video, follow this channel, and comment below. Shabana good fortune. We certainly appreciate the new development, which is Biden's endeavor to expand the number of accessible Shib payment choices. Using Google Pay or Apple Pay to buy your Shib is incredibly simple and hassle-free. We might start to see even more individuals enter the Shiba Inu market if there were more simple payment choices like this. However, be aware that not all locations provide this feature. Only nations that accept Apple Pay and Google Pay can use it. Hopefully more solutions will soon be made accessible for nations who don't accept Google Pay and Apple Pay. Let's take a brief peek at the larger crypto market before we call it a day. Despite what some are now calling a phony breakout that occurred at some point in December, the majority of the month was highly negative for the original token, and regrettably, experts are predicting that the bearishness may not end until 2022. In fact, it has been anticipated that Bitcoin will cost less than $16,000 midway through January. The primary reason for this is that several crypto-related businesses have recently encountered difficulties. For instance, the auditing firm Mazars Group, which had provided proof of reserve audit services to several crypto businesses, including Brennan's, has recently left the crypto industry. And then, most recently, one of the biggest cryptocurrency miners in the US, Core Scientific, filed for bankruptcy, citing increased energy costs, escalating competition, and the collapse of the price of Bitcoin. Crypto lender Genesis Global and its parent company Digital Currency Group, both of which are now dealing with a liquidity crisis, are other crypto-related businesses that have been having problems. Additionally, the US Federal Reserve's push makes the situation